What's up, everybody?
I'll let you know.
Yeah, Quentel!
Nice to hear. Now,
It's funny
I'm
'cause he's
completely
black.
unprepared, just like a 35-year-old black father. I'm just messing. I'm messing, guys. Who here loves going to comedy shows?
Yeah!
Awesome. 5 people. That's great. Well, I find it really, really fun to be a comic. I mean, it wasn't something that I started out, like, I didn't grow up from 3 years old being like, oh, I want to grow up and make people laugh. No, I was like a normal 3-year-old that was like, I want to be a rocket ship designer. I don't know. That's why I play with Legos. But I like it. I think it's really fun, all except for one aspect. And me and my friend Armand back there really know this aspect. Memorization of your sets. That's terrible. Because, you know, it doesn't matter how much you have. There's like 2 different types of ways to do it. There's a type that I love to do, which is, you know, 30 minutes before the show, I'm like, oh crap, what's gonna make people laugh? That kitten, got it. No, that's terrible. How can I make that funny? Forget it, I'm gonna say it anyway. That's how I do it. Or you have the people that like religiously study their set for like 13 weeks ahead of schedule. And they're just like, oh, this is perfect. If I devise this here, put this there, I'll get this many laughs. And those are the people you boo off, usually. Yeah, what are you doing? Go back to accounting. But I like it. I think it's really, really fun. One thing I think is it's a lot like teaching. I teach little kids. I'm a hip-hop teacher. And the part I find that's the biggest connection between being a comic and being a teacher is everyone loves you if you're black. Everyone. Doesn't matter what you say, you'll go up there, people are gonna love you, women are gonna respect, I don't know how that goes. But I love that aspect, but going back to that, it also sucks. Because unless you say something about being black, at least once, no one's gonna listen to you. No one. You try to talk to a group of 8-year-olds, even them, you teach a beautiful, 30-minute hip-hop class, your dance is just ridiculous and awesome. At the end, she's gonna be like, a little girl runs up to you, you didn't do any black moves. Black moves? What are you watching? Get out of here. It's terrible. And like my good friend Christian, without any type of transition, because it seems like that's the theme tonight, we're gonna hurry up and go on to women. I'm waiting for shoes to be thrown. All right, well, the thing I love about women is how they plan. Women planning, it's beautiful. I mean, not for men. It's not beautiful for us. But for women, they will plan everything down to the last detail when they're children. That's what's beautiful. You ask a 6 to 9-year-old girl, you go out. For example, I actually, since I teach, right, I went into one of my classes a little bit late, and these girls were talking. I didn't want to stop them because, I'm not Hitler. But I didn't want to stop them. So this little girl, I'm sitting in front, and this little girl's like, I know exactly what I want to do with my life when I grow up. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. She's going to say, she wants to grow up, be a princess, have 15 unicorns, live in a huge castle. Let's just go to what she said instead. She goes, I know exactly what I want my life to be like when I grow up. And she goes on and she's like, I want a big-ass house with a rich husband. We're going to have 3 kids, and I'm going to cheat on him with a guy named Devon. You should have saw my face. I was like... I ran outside looking for her mom. Do you know what you just told her? Have you listened to her talk? What's wrong with your parenting skills? Enough, SpongeBob. This is terrible. The world we live in. God. Just, no. Speaking of planning and things like that, what I think is awesome about women is the way they get ready for showers. Showers. As a guy, you get ready for a shower very simply. Shoes off. Pants, shirt. You're in. Scrub and face, tap, whatever. Then, downstairs, you got just make it really nice and squeaky clean for them. No, women are not like that at all. Women, when they get ready to take a shower, they always warn you too. They're like, I'm gonna go take a shower, babe. You're like, as a guy, okay. Take a shower, you stink. Get out of here. Instead, they're warning you because they know how crazy it's about to be. They're like, all right, I'm gonna go take a shower. They go in. All of a sudden, you hear a scream in there. You're like, what is going on? Like, you hurry up, pull the bathroom door open. They're all blooded up and sweating and everything. You're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She's like, I bought the shower. The shower kicked my ass. It won. You're like, how'd you get cut? She's like, haven't you heard of shaving your legs? God. Thankfully, as a guy, we don't have to do that. It's not a good thing. Speaking of women as well, I'd like to transition to people who question everything we do. I see you guys half laughing. You guys know the truth. There's not a guy in the world that you like that you don't question 15,000 times. It happens. And I hate how it always turns into an interrogation. It really does not matter at all what you are doing. You could be at home, sitting down, watching TV, just kicking back, and you're like, ugh. She burst through the door. Who were you talking to yesterday? 3 o'clock, 3 p.m., who were you talking to? You're like, 3 p.m.? I don't even remember what I had for breakfast. How am I supposed to remember yesterday? She's like, I know you were doing that. And then she'll always like, walk around you real quick, sit down. What's her name? What's that bitch's name? They get really crazy about it. It's very fascinating to watch. Sorry, I'm having troubles with chair. God, get out. Laughing's never cooperating. Anyway. Just getting back to I love women so much. Whether they question everything you do or they cut themselves in the shower and you get blamed for abuse. I love women so much. What I think is a terrible idea to do with women, guys, please listen to this. Never go over celebrity crushes. Ever. It really doesn't matter who your celebrity crush is or who your girlfriend is. She'll find a reason to hate that bitch. Literally. Your girlfriend could be a 6'2", very voluptuous brunette, woman, and you go, I think I like Jessica Alba's movies. And she's gonna be like, oh, because she's small, she's skinny, she doesn't have titties like mine. What are you doing? Yeah, no, it's a scary situation to put yourself in. Don't do it. On the flip side, women, please do not do the same to guys, because we're very insecure. Okay, it really doesn't matter. You could sit there and you could be like, oh, I think I really, really like Hugh Jackman. All of a sudden, you're gonna see your guy walking around like Wolverine. Right? It'll happen, I promise you. So just please do not do it. Okay. Good times. And thank you, Christian, for mentioning, we are in Utah, because unfortunately, we are in Utah. Also, it's getting cold. Winter's coming. Snow's almost started to drop. So, I hate Utah for the drivers mostly. It's a very beautiful place until you get on the roads. It turns into World War 15. Yeah, it skipped all those other wars. Okay? It's so bad. But honestly, I've come to respect Utah drivers just a little bit. And here's why. I decided to make the stupid decision of driving 14 hours to drop my little brother off in Washington to live with my mom. Yeah, it wasn't bad until I got to Washington. Once you're in Washington, they don't care who you are or what you are. They want to be where you're at that exact moment. As you're driving, you're just like, oh, look at all of these vineyards. Oh my God! Person over here is like, yeah, my lane, didn't see you, sorry, keep driving. It's the worst. You go there, please. You'll respect Utah drivers. You really will. Except for when snow falls, because we turn into the most retarded drivers in the world. Okay, I know most of us are the normal people. 2 even 3 inches of snow. We're still on the freeway, 65. Nothing. Why are you driving so slow? Everybody else, it's an inch of snow. They can slow down 32, slam on the brakes, almost kill you. It's pretty bad. I hate it. And it makes me cry. Just a little bit.